All right, peace, what's good? It's Macabre 13. Want to give a big shout out to you. Want to thank you for joining my community. Today we're going to be talking about crypto, and this particular video is going to be pretty much for beginners. So if you have no idea about what crypto is and how to make money from it, this is going to be a video where I'm just going to pretty much break down the basics. Now, if you already have some experience in crypto, if you've already kind of invested and you kind of already know a certain amount of information, you can go ahead and skip this. This is for people that's 100% new and really don't know anything about crypto. So let's just get right into it. Fuck all the fluff. What is crypto, right? Because a lot of people think crypto is just digital money. They think it's a scam. They don't really know what it is. So to break it down on a very, very simple level, Bitcoin specifically, which is the main cryptocurrency. There's thousands of different cryptocurrencies, but let's just focus on Bitcoin because this is the first, the most influential, and the most popular. So Bitcoin is a network, okay? It's not just a digital coin or digital currency. Bitcoin is a network. It is a peer-to-peer network that allows for individuals to send payments to and from each other without a middleman, without a bank, or without any intermediary that can censor you, limit you, or block you. That essentially is what crypto is. Now, since Bitcoin has been developed, there has been a lot of other cryptocurrencies that have different use cases, but let's just stick to the very, very basics, okay? Now, why do people buy Bitcoin? Why do people invest in Bitcoin? It's because, for one thing, the banking system is corrupt. The banking system, the Federal Reserve, basically prints unlimited money, okay? Bitcoin is limited supply. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins ever produced, ever. And after that, that's it. So this pretty much prevents the possibility of endless and infinite inflation, which basically devalues your money and reduces your spending power year after year. So Bitcoin is a limited resource. You know, scarcity actually makes it more valuable, okay? So Bitcoin was produced by a group of individuals under the moniker of Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, everyone has these theories of who this person is. Some people think it's the CIA. Some people think it's Elon Musk. Some people think it's Mossad. Some people think it's Israel. It's the Jews. Look, I don't give a fuck who created it. Nobody will ever know who's the sole inventor of Bitcoin. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I personally think it was a group of people. It could have had some government people involved with it. I think it was a group of people that wanted to create a way to facilitate transactions and payment in an untraceable way. You know, essentially Bitcoin is untraceable, which we can debate about that later, but it's untraceable. It isn't linked to any personal identity, right? So you don't need an ID, you don't need a social security number to use it. And it's a network that's global that anybody can use to send money, to even send information without a third party interfering, limiting, censoring, or stopping you in any type of way. That's what gives Bitcoin and crypto its value. Privacy, anonymity, I hope I'm saying that word right, and independence. So when Bitcoin was first introduced, most people didn't know about it. So it didn't really have a value attached to it. But as more people started to use it and invest in it, now the network has value. Bitcoin has value because people invest in the network. See, when you're investing in Bitcoin, you're not just investing in a digital currency, you're investing in the network, and you're actually allowing the network to grow and expand and work more efficiently. So this is what actually gives Bitcoin its value. It's a network. It's a private, decentralized network. Decentralized just means that there's no central authority that controls it. So no one person can push a button and shut down Bitcoin, because every person that uses the network pretty much has a copy of the entire blockchain. Now, what is the blockchain? The blockchain is the infrastructure, the database that processes, holds, and stores all of the information and all of the transactions that occur on the network. Now, how are Bitcoins made? How are Bitcoins produced? Bitcoins are made through a process called mining, okay? What is mining? Mining is the process where a computer that's in the Bitcoin network runs something called a node. And what it does is that it processes and validates every transaction that occurs. So let's say I send $10 to you through Bitcoin. In order for that transaction to go through, it has to be validated by another point or another computer on the network that validates and says, oh yeah, this transaction is legit. push it through. When a computer validates a transaction on the blockchain, you get rewarded in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin can only be produced based upon people using the network. So it incentivizes people to use the network, and this is where the value comes from. So on a metaphysical level, you're essentially turning energy into money. This is why Bitcoin is the future, and why eventually all money will be based on cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So hopefully this is making sense. Hopefully you're understanding why this is such an important discovery and why it's such a revolutionary technology. You know, essentially, another thing that makes Bitcoin valuable is that the blockchain cannot be altered. It cannot be edited. Once a transaction is posted on the blockchain, it's there forever. So that's pretty much Bitcoin. I don't want to make this too long and drawn out. You can do your own research. I'll actually put a link to the Bitcoin white paper. Look, most people that invest in Bitcoin have never even read the white paper, because most people are just focused on making money and they don't understand the social implications of Bitcoin. They don't understand the importance and why it's such an important revolutionary technology. A lot of people that are in prison, a lot of people that were real revolutionaries and truth seekers, they have to transact solely on the cryptocurrency blockchain network, because this is the only way that they can transact and receive and send money, because they're blocked. Even me, I've had situations where I've been blocked on PayPal, I've been blocked by banks, I've been blocked by Stripe and all these different payment processors, to the point where there are certain times where the only way I can even get money is through Bitcoin, it's through crypto. Now, another thing about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general that is very, very important to understand is that all of this stuff that happens on the blockchain and cryptocurrency happens based upon automation and AI. So there doesn't have to be a human 100% involved to validate everything that happens on the blockchain. All you have to do is just run the software on your computer, and it will automatically seek out the blocks to validate the transactions. So this is essentially one of the founding and one of the leading ways that AI and automation is being used. A lot of people don't understand that when you invest into Bitcoin, you're also investing into technology. And all of these cryptocurrencies that you hear and see, they're essentially startup tech companies. So you're not just investing into some digital coin, you're investing into the future of tech. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Some of the most revolutionary ideas that's happening in the world today are happening in the cryptocurrency space. Because you have to understand that in a lot of cases, some of these tech startups, they have very radical ideas that won't be adopted by the mainstream financial institutions, because it essentially is eliminating them. So there's a big push in the government to try to regulate crypto because they see it as a threat. There's also another faction in the government that wants to use crypto just to make money because they know how profitable it is. So understand, anyone that's telling you crypto is a scam is a fucking idiot. Listen, crypto is the highest, the greatest performing asset of all time, and it's a reason for that. So let's move on to the next phase, okay, which is Ethereum. Okay, like the two most popular cryptocurrencies are Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Ethereum is very, very revolutionary because Ethereum took crypto to the next level. So now instead of just buying and sending money, Ethereum allows you to build applications. And this is when we start talking about Web3, where you have the decentralized internet. Okay. Now, this is very, very important because this allowed for the creation of a whole new wave and a whole new utility for cryptocurrency. So now this is where you can have apps, you can have video games that allow you to play and earn crypto through video games. Now you can have web applications that can allow you to receive cryptocurrency, and it opens up this whole new realm and this whole new way to make money. Because Ethereum introduced something called smart contracts, which are pretty much just lines of code that automatically execute when certain conditions are met. So let's say me and 10 people all want to invest our money into a pool. We can create a smart contract that, let's say every time we invest, 5% of our money goes into a separate savings account. And over time, we build this savings account up, and it all happens based upon automation and based upon this smart contract. So you can essentially use a smart contract to do anything. You know, you can program it how you want. And this is what gives Ethereum its value, is because it allowed for a whole new generation of applications to be built. And this is what officially introduced the concept known as Web3. So to break down what is Web3, Web 1 is the first stage of the internet. So this is where all you can do is pretty much go to a website and read. All you can do is just look at a website and see the information. Web 2, which we're currently in now, is the social media age. So this is where not only can you read and interact with the web page, now you can upload your own information, your own content onto the internet and essentially make money, and it evolves business in a very dramatic way. Now, Web 3, not only can you read and now not only can you upload, but now you can actually own the platform. Because what you have to understand is that when you invest in a Bitcoin, essentially you own a percentage of the network. Now, what a lot of people don't understand also is that the whole concept of Bitcoin was really meant for everybody to be a miner and everybody to actually mine and help validate the transactions on the blockchain, and this is what the rewards will come from. But it's a somewhat technical process, and now it's so many people doing it that it costs a lot of money to validate transactions on the blockchain. But to be honest, you can mine crypto from your phone. You can mine crypto from a fucking USB flash drive. But the problem is you're competing against people that have millions of dollars of equipment to speed up the volume that they can validate transactions on. So it's very difficult for somebody that just has a phone to compete, but it is possible. Like, there are people that have made hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars from their phone just because it's all random. It's all just based on numbers and math. Because to validate a block on the blockchain, your computer has to perform all of these advanced mathematical calculations based on algorithms. So it's very, very technical. I don't want to get too technical and too deep because ultimately we're here to make money. But I have to explain and lay down the foundation, because when you understand why crypto has value, now you can make more informed decisions instead of just investing your money into random bullshit that really has no utility. So Ethereum made crypto more useful, and it made it more widespread, and it helped what we call adoption. The biggest factor to growing the cryptocurrency space and making these things have more value is adoption. If more people don't use the network, then essentially it has no value. If people aren't using it, what's the fucking point? So this is why knowledge is important. This is why I'm putting out this information, is because people need to know and understand what's really going on. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of blatant lies and disinformation that's meant to sway you away from it and to keep you locked into the banking cartel version of money. Crypto is not perfect. There's a lot of flaws, and as we move on, it will improve over time, but it's definitely better than the traditional banking system that we have. More people have gotten rich through crypto, through any other asset, through any other form of investment, any other business. Over 80 million people became rich from investing in cryptocurrency in 2024 alone, right? They won't tell you that statistic because they don't want you to know that it's possible. They want to keep you stuck working in a 9-to-5 forever. They want to keep you on that hamster wheel, keep you stuck chasing these imaginary dollars that really don't exist. Listen, people say that crypto is a scam and it's not worth anything. Nigga, your fucking dollar loses value every fucking year. So what's the real scam? I mean, if you want to say crypto is a scam, how is the US dollar not a scam? It's all a fucking scam, but I would rather participate in a scam that I can at least get rich in. Nigga, the fuck? I'm not a goofy. I ain't no green ass nigga that's just gonna let a motherfucker finesse me and I'm not getting nothing. Nah, fuck that. I'd rather invest in this fucking cat coin, this motherfucking meme coin that can make me $1 million instead of just keep running on this hamster wheel, being a fucking pawn in the banking cartel's game. The fuck are we talking about? And so over 80 million people became millionaires from investing in cryptocurrency just last year alone. I want you to really think about that and really assess yourself and understand that crypto has been out for 15 years. Why haven't you invested? Why haven't you taken that next step? It's because you probably saw some negative propaganda, or you probably saw somebody that was dumb as fuck and don't even know what crypto is, that made a bad investment and lost everything. It's all about information. The quality of information that you consume will dictate the quality of the life that you're able to live. I'm not the type of person that's just going to lead you on the hamster wheel. The difference between me and most of the people that talk about crypto is that I actually work in tech. Like, I actually know how to code. I've produced cryptocurrencies. I'm friends with major developers that work in this space. I have friends that are full-time software developers. I have a whole GitHub profile. I know about Solidity. I know about Python. Like, all of this shit, most people can't even tell you what Solidity is, but they're trying to teach you about crypto. They don't know what the fuck Solidity is, but they're trying to teach you about crypto. Solidity is the programming language that people use to create cryptocurrencies and create applications on the Ethereum network and other networks. But most people don't even know that because they're grifters. They're just trying to sell you on this idea, but they really don't know what the fuck is going on. So in this community, as we get deeper into the more advanced stages, I'll actually show you how to create your own cryptocurrency. It's actually very easy. There's an easy way you can do it, and there's a more complex way that you can do it where you actually have to learn how to code. But you know, it's 2025, we got AI. You don't have to learn how to code to produce a cryptocurrency and make a lot of money from it. But that's something we're gonna talk about later down the line. This is still the beginning phase. I just want everyone to have a firm understanding of the basics before we start talking about making money. So in the next video, we'll actually start talking about how to invest, what you'll need, all of the things you might need to download, and we'll go from there and we'll keep building. But once again, thank you for purchasing. Thank you for watching this video. And as always, man, peace.